Yeah, these co-op opportunities are interesting. It's a way to sort of share, I guess, the cost of all that equipment, which is usually the largest cost of all the solar stuff is just installing all that equipment.
Exactly right. But then you do get discounts from the government, you get refunds, and then you see your bill. Wow.
Exactly.
That's pretty great. That's really pretty great. Well, we had so much sunshine today. Today would have
Plenty
been
of
a
it.
perfect day because you would not have had to worry. You could have kept the air conditioning as low as you needed to, and you wouldn't have had to pay anything for it, which would have been great because there was so much sunshine. We just had our temperatures go way, way, way up. And part of the reason for this is that we've got Chris. Can you see Chris? He's just off the coast of the Carolinas, and he's a tropical storm, and he became a tropical storm earlier, and so consequently he is just spinning off of the coast of the Carolinas right now before he moves off to the northern Atlantic. But in the meantime, we've got some drier air in the middle levels of the atmosphere that moved in across central Florida, and so as a result, we just have not seen any rain. The rain showers for us have been very spotty, and it's not that we haven't seen any rain. We got some showers earlier along the coastline, and those developed from around the Venice area. During the latter part of the afternoon, we saw some of that rain, and right now things have really quieted down. We're not going to be seeing any more showers developing tonight, so it's going to be a quiet night with partly cloudy skies around, and it's going to be very warm if you're heading out anywhere. Just keep in mind you won't need a jacket. You don't have to worry about temperatures dropping out of the 80s for several more hours, and that's because we haven't had any rain to cool us off. So things are quiet, and you can see this is going to be true for the overnight time period as well. Today we got up to a high of 92. That's what happens when you don't have the rain. 74 the overnight low. Normally we're at 90 and 75 degrees, but it was not a record today. And as you can see all around the state, take a look at where we are compared to places up north where they've been getting the rain. In Jacksonville and Gainesville and Tallahassee, they've been seeing their temperatures in the low 80s, even some 70s, and that's normally what we see this time of the night. But we're still looking at 80s and 90s, upper 80s and 90s around our area. So that's what's going on at the beaches. We've got a 90-degree reading in Venice despite recent rains here, and then everybody else is reporting temperatures in the low to mid 90s right now. So on to the tropics. We don't have to worry about Beryl anymore. Beryl dissipated, and this is the remnants of Beryl is how we're referring to this system. And then we have Tropical Storm Chris. And Tropical Storm Chris is still just spinning out here just off the coast of the Carolinas, fairly stationary and has been. And so what we're expecting is that it'll start to make some movement, but it's enjoying the warm waters of the Gulf Stream. And so right now it's just getting stronger and stronger. And by Wednesday, I think it's going to be Wednesday now, we're going to start to see this system become a hurricane category 1, and then it'll continue to move off away from the U.S. mainland, but it'll be just off Nova Scotia. And so, and once it moves up here into the northern Atlantic, it's going to die a cold death because the water temperatures won't sustain it any longer. So we're looking at boaters out of the northeast, 10 knots for winds, seas 1 to 2 feet, with a light chop out on the bay. And we have sun and clouds for tomorrow, temperature reading of about 87 degrees, with the Gulf water temperature now starting to warm up a little bit more. So we've got 20% chance of rain for tomorrow. Those rain chances stay low for the next several days, and then by Saturday and Sunday possibly, we're going to see those rain chances back up to about a 40% chance, and those temperatures are going to be right around that 80 to 90 degree mark. So keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. It's just going to be more hot weather, but this is typical summer Florida. Adam?